camping just a while back with a couple of high school friends. And on Sunday morning I wanted to find a church to worship in. So I packed my truck and I headed out. Then I saw it in a cloud of dust. It was the Ebenezer Fellowship, non-denominational Baptist Free Will Church. When I walked in and it was time to start, and that big church was packed, there was only one seat on the living row, even though I really wanted it back. So I walked right down and I took a seat, and a hush fell over the place as a sweet little gray-haired woman walked up and said, "Boy, I have something to say." Folks around here call me Granny. I'm as sweet as I can be. Well, I volunteer for everything that could make it without me. I teach Sunday school, I sew and bake. I'm even in charge of the Christmas play. And there's only one thing I ask in return, a lesson you should learn. Don't sit in my pew, you know it belongs to me. I've been sitting right here at least 40 years, and that's the way it's gonna be. I can tell you are new around here, so you better get one thing clear. If you know what's good for you, don't sit in my pew. Well, I walked back to the church feeling just about as tall as a flea when one of those deacons walked up and handed me a brown, ice-cold metal folding chair. So I sat out there in the aisle and listened to the choir sing, "I Shall Not Be Moved," while the preacher preached a fine sermon on like a tree planted by the water. Then he looked right at me and he said, "When the service is over with, we want our special guest to come over to the fellowship hall for some of Granny's red velvet cake." So that's what I did. And after they said the blessing, well, I looked down and noticed that I didn't have a fork. I'd made enough commotion for one day, so I thought, well, I'll just ease in there in the kitchen and help myself. So that's what I did. I found the utensil drawer, I pulled it open. All of a sudden, somebody spun me around. It was Granny. "Stay out of my kitchen. You know it belongs to me. I've been cooking in here at least 40 years, and that's the way it's gonna be. So if you need a fork, if you need a spoon, the next time stay in the other room. Boy, you better pay attention. Stay out of my kitchen." Then she reached up and kissed me on the cheek and said, "Granny sure hopes you come back next week. But if you do the next time, don't get my parking spot. Don't sing so loud. Wear a coat and tie. Come early enough for Sunday school. Stay out of my kitchen. But most of all, I can tell you are new around here, so you better get one thing clear. If you know what's good for you, don't sit in my pew. But remember, Granny loves you."